Bless the Mic, another Bless the Mic. Man, that is the jam, bro. That seems like that song come on whenever something good happened in your life, don't it? No matter what happened, you hit the lottery, you be like, okay, 7, 4, yes, 3, and 11, just got custody of them, man. And don't clap for me, pray for me. That's why they're in the car. We've been looking for their mama all day. Hey, as soon as we find them, the song coming on. You can tell how hard it is by the way a person rubs their neck. You can. Some of y'all probably did it when you're conversating with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, how you doing? Oh man, just real wild out here. Man, just really just trying to get things together, you know. And what's their comeback? Like when they got something on the line, like when they want to make their life a little different, they always scratch the front of their neck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's called the lie right there, you know. Hey man, how you doing? Oh man, just trying to take it easy, man. The old lady want to leave me and everything, man. I don't even know what's going on, but you know, I'm gonna go ahead and go down here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see about this little job down there. Between employed and unemployed person, whether you're a man or woman, big difference. This is a person in the morning. They got a job. Oh man, I'm late for work. I almost lost my woman. Going to work. This is brother unemployed.
I'm here to tell you my testimony. Listen. They said I'd never make it, a statistic I would be. Said that I was foolish, telling my story through poetry. Said that people laughing, some would even call me names. God said I'm with you, no need, don't be afraid. Said I'd be rejected cause of my family tree. Said they wouldn't buy my book, won't listen to CD. Said I wasn't pretty and I wouldn't be on TV. But God said I can do all things cause he would strengthen me. I was the miss. The miss that was pretty but not pretty enough. Smart but not smart enough. Talented but not talented enough. And to be honest, I had enough of never being enough. So I considered the ways of the world. But in the end, I decided that it was best for me to find comfort in being peculiar. And being the miss that don't quite fit. So please don't solicit me to be your clique. I remember days of rejection with a smile now. Because that pain was foundational preparation. For the many times I would have to spread these eagle wings and fly solo against the majority and above the birds. I considered fornication, but I couldn't stomach the humiliation of giving a sacrifice to a body to a man that in return would find comfort and giving me a weak and pathetic title like girlfriend. Or even worse, introducing me as she just my friend. And according to some, I'm supposed to have low self-esteem because my skin been kissed and massaged in the sun, but I don't. For I realized that in his image was I made and in his likeness was I created. Because he makes no mistakes, now I must be predestinated. So I don't apologize for it being my season, nor do I ask for forgiveness because it's my time. You were not there when it wasn't, and I prayed. In the midst of rejection, I wiped them tears and I stayed. So as I come out of gestation like a diamond emerging from the rough, I have but one request. Give me one uncensored, one unmuted, one unprejudiced open mic, because the poet I got to breathe again. No music, but you can still bob your head and wave your hands as I belt out these uncensored acapella poetic truths. And should somebody ask you who I think I am, feel free to tell them that I'm that poet they call Miss Lady, and I'm the miss that don't quite fit a dog. I seen this lady prostituting and I judged her. The self-righteous part of me looked at her because I didn't know her story and I didn't know her song. But what happens is the God that I trust and love corrected me because I didn't know her story and I didn't know her song. And it was like he started giving me her story and her song. And this is called Who Can Love. Who can start with L and end with the end? Be the OV that sits in the middle of in me. Who can start with L and who can end with the end? Be the OV that sits in the middle of in me. Start with L and end with the end. Be the OV that sits in the middle of in me. Who can start with L and who can end with the end? Be the OV that sits in the middle of it, me. She asked this question time and time again, but she almost never got a response. Not a utter, not a twitch, not a sound. In fact, suddenly it seems as if the room would grow into an eerie silence. Some say she was searching for the thing that starts with L and ends with E. OV sits in the middle of it in all the wrong places. And that very well could have been true, but she was tired of coming to church, sitting on the third row looking pretty and going home alone. And although she was happy for her sisters as they sashayed throughout the church announcing their bridal showers, wedding and wedding engagements, she could not help but to wonder when her time would come. And that made her lose her focus within her pursuits. And she found herself wrapped up, tied up, tangled up. In that web of being single, saved, and having sex now, deep in her heart, she knew something was wrong with that, but she kept running to the arms of another man, asking the repetitive question. She would sing the repetitive song of who can start with L and who can end with the end? Be the OV that sits in the middle of me. Who can start with L and who can end with the end? Be the OV that sits in the middle of me. Start with L and end with the end. Be the OV that sits in the middle of me. Please start with L and please end with the end. Be the OV that sits in the middle of it. Me. And apparently her echoes reach heaven, because in the midst of her disappointment, she heard that still small voice say, come unto me broken. He said, come unto me torn. He said, I am the potter. Won't you be my clay? And as she stood there in the master's hand, that creator began to shake her. He hid his word in her heart that she might not sin against him. He gave her beauty for ashes as he redressed her with the garment of praise. And then he did this awesome thing. In the same key that she sang in, he said, I can start with L and I can end with the end. Be the OV that sits in the middle of it. You, I can start with L and I can end with the end. Be the OV that sits in the middle of it. You start with L and end with the end. Be the OV that sits in the middle of it. You let God start with L and let him end with the end. Be the OV that sits in the middle of it. Let him love you.
I started dating girls out the hood because they appreciate stuff more. Dexter and Elmhurst, 7 Mile, Van Dyke, Mac and Bewick. That's where I go. They owe nothing. Best girls over there, they know. I dated a girl named TC, stayed on 7 Mile and Van Dyke. I'm on a date with her. Now she from the hood. I'm in that same car and they cut off again because I never got the problem fixed, so they cut off again. But see, TC was from the hood. She was on the phone when the car cut off. When it cut off, she looked at me and got off the phone like, "Ooh, hold on, baby, did your car just cut off?" I was like, "Yeah." You know what then? Pop the hood, because I had a bonneville that did the same thing. Pop the hood. Pop the hood. We ain't about to be sitting here all day. Pop the hood. Okay, pop. Hit the button. Hit it. Hit the button and pop it. True story right here. I flew Spirit Airlines to Las Vegas. Mistake number one. I know. Mistake number one. I see why they call Spirit, because you this close to meeting Jesus. You this close. Jesus sitting on the wing of the plane reading the Bible. I'll see you in about 12 minutes. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I am good all the time. And all the time I am good. Yes.
Well Suited, located inside the North Park Plaza building, 17117 West 9 Mile Road, Suite 125. Well Suited, stimulus sale, suit, shirt, and tie, all for only $200. Well Suited, quality menswear at unbelievable prices. No credit check financing. Well Suited, 2484-247-995.